Hi guys, welcome to our third art class of the week for our spring unit. Today we are drawing this little baby chick. So let's get started. I have my pencil, I have my eraser, and then I have some colors. So I'm going to start out by putting my name. And step number 1, we are drawing a circle that sits right on this line. All right, so I'm going to use my whisper lines. Remember, that means very light lines. And I'm going to draw my circle. Now, I don't want this circle too big, but I also don't want it too small. So try to make it look very similar to step number 1. Okay, so I have my circle, so I'm going to lock it in. That just means I'm pushing a little bit harder to make that line a bit darker than my whisper line. And now I'm going to go through and erase any unwanted lines. There we go. Awesome. So there is my circle for my duckie's head, or my chick's head. And then step number 2 is drawing the chick's body. So I'm going to start with a line that is going to kind of curve up and become the tail. So I'm just going to use my whisper lines and draw this curved line. It's almost like a C or a U. Okay, I have this curved line. And then from the tail, it curls up a little bit. So I'm going to curl it up a little bit, make this like hook or J shape. And then I'm going to curve it back up to the chick's head. So it all attaches. Okay, so that's step number 2 is complete. Step number 3 is drawing the chick's bill, its mouth. So this is a little bit tricky, but we're going to draw a little line that is inside the head right there. Okay, do you see how that line's inside the head right there? So from that, I'm going to go down and make a hook that goes outside the head. And then I'm going to go and touch that line. And then for my bottom, I'm just going to make like a little upside down rainbow or U. So next, hold on guys, my cat's making all sorts of noises. Here, you guys want to see her? She's being very noisy. Say hi, Nimbus. Hi. Hi, kids. I'm being very noisy. Okay, let's see if she'll let us get back to class now. So, now we need to erase the circle from inside the beak because you wouldn't be able to see the head circle, the head line through the beak. So I'm going to erase that line. There we go. And I put a little dot in there for the nostril. You don't have to do that if you do not wish to. I'm going to fix that just a little. Good. So that is step number 3. Step number 4 is drawing the eyes. And they're drawing the outside of the bottom beak too. You don't have to do that. I'm probably not going to. I like mine the way it is. I think it's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to leave it as that rainbow shape. But you could try to do what the step-by-step instructions are telling you to do if you want to try. So I am going to do the eye shape the same. So it is a flat line. This is step number 4. Kind of lined up with where the beak is, if you notice. And then you're just going to make a little rainbow shape. Okay. And that's the eye. And then, so that's sorry. So that's step number 4 is complete. Now for step number 5. So step number 5 is adding in all the cute bits to the duck's eye. So it is a small inside. This is the pupil, the black part. And they drew a little circle inside the pupil for a highlight. And I'm going to color in that pupil so we don't forget that that's the dark part of your eye. And then they drew the iris, which is the colored part of your eye. And then they gave that little chick eyelashes. Little short, cute eyelashes. You could do this, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, so I'll hold that up so you can see it a little closer. I have my pupil, I have my iris, and I have my eyelashes. Okay, so that's step number 5. Step number 6 is adding all the fun details. So let's start with the biggest step. That is the wings. So this wing is going to start in your duck's or in your chick's tummy, and it is going to make kind of this funny S outside of your body. Now notice it doesn't touch the head and it doesn't touch the tail. And then I'm just going to make a curved line up and around. Okay. Now I'm going to take out my eraser and I'm going to erase the body line out of the wing because we can't see through the chickie's wing. It's not see-through. Okay. Guys, my cat is coming around again. Hold on. Nimbus. She's causing trouble. Okay. Hold on, friends. I'm going to shut the door. Okay, sorry about that, guys. She was climbing all over the computer, so I locked her out of the room. Anyways, so now we are going to do little hills. If you do not want to do this step, you do not have to. I'm just making little hills. And then I'm going to take my eraser and I'm just going to clean up and get rid of the lines I don't want. That guideline I drew a minute ago. Because I want those little hills as the wing shape. Little bumps. See that? Yeah. Now I'm going to draw my other wing. So I'm just going to draw my guideline, whisper lines, the shape of the wing. It's kind of like this curved triangle, or it kind of looks like a shark fin. So once I have that line down, I'm going to, again, go through and add my little bumps. Now I'm going to go through and erase any lines I don't want with my eraser. Okay, so that's all erased. Perfect. So last part of this step, this is a super long step, is we're going to add the cheeks and the little lines by the eye. I'm not going to add the lines by the eye, but if you want to, you can. Do you see that? But I will add the cheek. So the cheek is just kind of a half circle almost, right under your eye. Okay. And so I'm going to count that one done. If you want to do the little lines behind the eye, you may. Step number 7 is adding in the wing details and the feet. So let's do the wing details first. From those little lower parts of the bumps of my little hills, I'm just going to continue that line a little bit into my bird's wing. Now, I'm not going to touch it all the way to my bird's body. I just make it look kind of like fingers or like feathers. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Just make these wings kind of look like feathers. And I'm not going all the way to the edge of the wing. Cool. So last, we're going to draw his feet. So to start out, we're going to do 2 little macaroni's noodles, okay? 2 little macaroni noodles. Those are going to be your legs, those macaroni noodles. And then we're going to give them 4, what I'm going to call fingers and a thumb. They're not actually fingers and a thumb, but that's what we're going to kind of think of them about. So, or 3 fingers and a thumb. So I'm going to do 1 long bump, 2 long bump, 3 long bumps. So those are our 3 fingers. And then going the other way, I'm going to do my thumb or the back foot or the back part of the claw. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go backwards and then attach it. So there's my chick. So this would be a good time to clean up and add any detail or lock in any lines you still need to lock in. Go ahead and erase anything you need to erase. Clean her up. Okay, so I think mine's all cleaned up and finished. So now I get to add a background if I want. So they added a sunshine and some grass. So let's do that. The sunshine, we're going to just draw a circle in the corner. Okay, and then we're going to draw lines coming out. They can be different lengths. They can be the same length. It doesn't matter. If you want to give details to your chick, you can. Like if you'd like to give it clothes, you could do that. Or if you want to, whatever you want to do with your chick. I kind of want to add feathers on the top of my chick's head. I think that would be cute. And I kind of want to give my chick a necklace. I think animals and clothes are funny. There we go. You don't have to give your chick any clothes if you don't want to. I just think it's cute. So now in the background, we're going to draw grass. These are just going to be little jagged triangle shapes. And we're going to go all the way across. But guess what? We're not going to go over top of our chick. The reason is because the chick is in front of the grass. So when the chicken, let's say this is my chicken, and this is my grass. If my chicken is in front of my grass, you can't see my grass anymore. Okay, so that's why we're going to leave the chicken, but we're not really going to leave that grass. We're not going to draw the, what I mean is we're not going to go like this through our chicken. We're not going to do that, okay? Because you wouldn't be able to see through the chicken. The chicken's in front. There we go. And I'm going to add a couple of like lines on my chicken's feet. A lot of times chickens kind of have this like sort of scaly lined foot. So that's what I'm going to do. I guess it's a chick, but anyhow, let's see. If you want to add anything else, if you want to add clouds, we can add some clouds. Whatever you want to add, go ahead and add. I'm going to add maybe a flower or two in the grass. And let's start coloring. So guys, my Amazon order for markers got lost in transit. They said they delivered it and they never did. So I have to reorder the markers. So it might be a while before I have markers. But I did sharpen my colored pencils to try to do this more quickly today. So I'm going to start by outlining. You can color your chick any color you want. I'm just going to go off the picture mostly, but you can color however you want. Remember to outline first. Color it in. Starting with the head. There we go. And if you want to draw any of these on a fresh sheet of paper, I recommend doing that. I think that'd be good to redraw these a couple times to practice your shapes. Okay, let's see. Right through here. I'm going to do the wings. And I'm just going section by section, outlining. And then when I'm done outlining, just color it in. Remember to go the same direction if you can, back and forth, filling in any of those spots that any white spots that you've missed. Outlining. Color. Okay, now I'm going to outline the main part of my chick's body. And the little tail feathers. There we go. Go ahead and color that chickie in. I'm just going section by section. Remember, there's no rush for coloring. Just take your time and enjoy it. There we go. So there is that all colored in for the chicken. I'm going to do the legs and the beak orange. So I'm going to quickly outline that. And I might give some orange to her cheek too. Or his cheek. I'm going to outline my legs. Now my legs are pretty skinny, so I might just kind of try to color in as nicely as I can, because it's kind of hard to outline when the shapes are this small. I understand that. The goal is just to stay nice and neat, or as neat as you can. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to color in, let's see, the sunshine. So I'm going to do bright yellow for the sunshine. And bright yellow for a flower. Bright yellow for this flower. There we go. Perfect. So now I am going to color in the grass. You want to make your grass kind of big so it's easier to color in. Because even now this is going to be pretty time consuming to outline. I know it's hard to see right now. My hand's blocking it. Sorry, guys. Okay, just coloring in the grass, taking my time. There we go, coloring it in. Trying to make sure there's no white spots. I know it's hard when you're going around all these little details. I get that. Just do your best. That's all we can do, right? Is do our best. And I know all your artwork is going to be so beautiful. I can't wait for summertime to start coloring some fun summertime stuff like watermelons and flip-flops and beaches and palm trees. I like drawing all that stuff, so that'll be fun. Okay. So now I'm going to color in the sky and my bird's eye. I'm going to give my bird a blue eye. You can give your bird any color eye you would like. Okay. And I'm going to start going around, coloring in. There we are. Okay, now I'm going to start coloring it in. I've outlined parts of it. Let's go through. Trying to outline everything. It takes a little bit of time. There we go. Okay. Outlining this. Filling it in. Don't forget the little spots maybe under your chicken, or your chick, where the sky and the grass meet. Those are really easy spots to forget. To color in. Okay, going around the wing. Guys, I don't know if you can hear it, but my cat is howling at the door. She wants in. Okay. And I just made a little oops, and that's okay. I just wasn't going slow enough, so I'm going to slow down. There we go. Yay. Finishing by coloring any white spots I see. Ta-da. So there we have it, our chick. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's art class. I cannot wait to do art class with you tomorrow. So until next time, see you guys.